Good morning. It's Monday, April 27th, and if everything was going normally, today would be an early release day and our children would be leaving school early.
Are we live?
We are live. Good morning.
Hi.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Rhonda.
And together, we're Maverick RX.
Yes. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We have got
April 27th.
Oh.
Everything was
I
going
was just saying, Ron, that oopsie daisies. Today was a early release day. It was supposed to be the kind of day where mom goes to school and does like a little science thing with the kiddos.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had to erase that.
Was not a little change in plans.
Little change of plans. Yep.
Ooh, I'm hot, folks.
Good morning, Janet and Liz. How are you, ladies?
Good morning, ladies.
How you doing? Hi, Adele.
Yes. Hi, Adele.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
We have Adele with us
Putting
today.
our links in here.
Okay.
On Maverick.
It's funny because when you do it, though, the thing is you do it and then you're looking down, and then when I see the picture, all I see is your hat.
I know. I can't do it any other way.
I think you should consider figuring out how to like make this screen smaller on your computer and open another window.
Oh, that's a good idea. I do it on my phone.
Okay. I know, that's what I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if it might work. If you minimize this on one side of your computer and opened another on that side.
It's probably a good idea.
And then maybe you would be able to.
But it's like breaking a habit.
Oh yeah, that's not hard to do though. It's an easy habit to do. No, Adele, tell me about your Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes. Did you do anything fabulous in the sunny day yesterday?
I walk a lot. I have huskies. So yeah. I walk a lot.
Good.
And I run a lot. And I cook a lot.
Yeah, we're all cooking a lot.
What did you guys do?
I did those things too.
Yeah, the girls and I went to Naperville again because Frank stayed behind to work on our gate so we have a boat on the side that is sinking into the ground because it really doesn't work, but it was my husband's grandfather's boat, so he's a little bit like attached to it, but it needs to go. It's just been, pretty soon we could plant flowers there. We could really
I've been suggesting it
for
for
hillbillies of Plainfield.
I think it would be really cool if it became a flower garden. I've said that for years.
I know you have said that for years. Yeah.
It could be like your vegetable garden.
It could be like a vegetable garden. So our gate though has been broken. It got blown down last year. So he had to like rig it so it would just stay there. And he's finally has some time to fix it because we don't have like softball games to go to or dance competitions to go to on the weekends. So he actually has a little time to get handy.
Mm-hmm. We can get rid of your boat for you. Sam's friend has a marina.
Oh, his Uncle Nick's gonna take it because it's like a real family heirloom thing, but we need to be able to open the gate. So
it's been locked inside the gate.
It's been locked inside the gate. Little Joe is the name of the boat.
What's
Little
it called?
Joe.
Little Joe.
Little Joe.
We went to, let's see, we had breakfast ×2 because, Jamie and I are up, we ate, and then the kids got up, they ate. And I made the sauce and had a Zoom with the family. Then we went to the club. I did get one thing off my to-do list. I had to clean my vacuum cleaners.
You got that done?
It was disgusting because my in-laws gave us vacuums like in the fall, I want to say maybe just before they left for Arizona. Mm-hmm. And I was under the impression that there was a bag in the vacuum.
Oh.
And there was not.
Oh, and you just vacuumed.
And I just vacuumed. And so I had to like vacuum out my vacuum and like clean that freaking thing. But now it's all set, ready to go. Monday's our chore day because the children don't have school technically. Yes. And so yeah, we're doing the house today. And yesterday was nice. We went to the club, laid around there while Jamie manned all the poles. Britt, I do have information I'm going to be sending you about the club today.
So Adele, what have you been doing since quarantine?
Walking, running our dogs, and cooking, I think is
That I closed my location for work, so that's been busy. 15 years of just stuff to
yeah.
sort through and figure out how to, rearrange my business and keep working. And
So tell
so
the folks what you
been
do.
Yeah.
okay, everyone. Hello. I own Hinsdale Tutor Place Incorporated in downtown Hinsdale. I've been there 15 years. So we tutor primarily kids 6 through 12 and now some college kids in primarily math and SAT and ECT prep. So I had all independent contractors working for me, and I can't have them come in anymore. So it's been tough, but we just have to wait this out, and maybe something bigger and better will come along. I've been busy with some virtual tutoring. So that's been going well. Something,
So virtual tutoring is going well.
not well, but enough to get by.
Yeah.
So I can't complain about that. At least I have something.
Yeah.
So just hoping that, I hang on to that.
Mhm.
And
Is your husband still working?
my husband's still working. He's still going in. He
That's good.
manages a fastener company, so he's essential. So he's still going to work. So that's good.
Yeah. That is a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On so many levels.
On several. Exactly.
Say, oh, why? I think that is a blessing on so many levels. So
It
we'll
is.
get to that.
Yes, it is. I feel like, one person in each household is either out of work or just working minimally, and it's affecting everyone in some way.
Oh, yeah.
there.
This is definitely no one's an exemption with this. Some more than others,
No.
but definitely
Yeah.
affecting everybody.
So Jamie's
Good
loan
things, yeah.
came through
Oh, that's
last
good.
week. Yeah, so
Mm.
that's exciting
Mhm.
stuff for them.
Yeah, same
Um,
with Frank. And I know
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
a little stressed. He's like, when the owner's stressed, then you're stressed. So
Mhm.
Yeah, Jamie was stressed. He still is, of course, because like you want to make sure your employees are taken care of, and
yeah.
that you're not
Yeah.
also in the same breath screwing yourself in the long run, but should be good. Adele, I wondered how your family in Italy's doing.
My family is going crazy
Yeah.
in Italy. They just extended quarantine till June.
Uh-huh.
And one of my cousins in Rome works at the University of Rome. And every day she posts on Instagram Live, what's going on with her. And she's afraid she may be out of a job. Even people like in downtown Rome, many people live in apartments there. So she has an apartment. When you go outside just to walk a pet, you can't walk more than 600 feet in front of your apartment. You can't
Wow.
leave your home without a form. And an officer has to determine whether, you really need to go to the grocery store or the doctor or work. So you need a special form to do that. And in Italy, they don't have refrigerators like we do here, where we can stock up on everything. They're very small, which is typical of, European kitchens.
Apartment life in Europe.
Yeah. And so, they have to go to the store. So they're just really making do with what they have. But anyway, health-wise, my family is fine. My friend's uncle passed away. My mom is from Lucca, which is in Tuscany. So she has a home there, and all of our family there, they're just quarantined, but everybody knows somebody that has passed and that has the virus. So it's hit them really hard there, and they have I don't know, 60 million people, I think, in their country.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
it's hard there for them.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know this for sure, but I feel like Illinois quarantined quickly. So that's an advantage for us. But it is really like every day I write down what day it is in my journal, and we're today for me Monday 43. I'm almost at 50 days of being in isolation, and it isn't like I'm really social distancing. I'm really in isolation.
Well,
And
and I
it's
just
Mhm.
exhausting.
saw something the other day that said that social distancing is different than social isolation.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah,
like we can social distance, and it's for our mental health, it's important.
Right.
I think that's why they're telling people get outside,
Mhm.
do those things, because
yeah. Yeah,
The,
they're calling it, I think the WHO said it's physical distancing. They want to call it physical distancing as opposed to social distancing now.
Yeah,
okay.
they should have.
Yeah.
They should have started with that, right?
Yeah,
Because
right.
now-
That might have helped us out a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Last night, so after dinner, Grace made some chocolate chip cookies, and I was sitting in the kitchen just checking my phone. I try to stay away from it on Sunday just to like have a day of not being on, but at night I check it, and there was an article. I don't know if anybody watched Pritzker's thing yesterday at 2:30. Did you guys watch it or hear about it?
I didn't watch it. No.
He told us yesterday that school districts need to be prepared for e-learning in the fall.
Oh, you did. I figured as much that would
Yeah.
happen.
So it was like he said that this, and I don't understand why they would have been prepared. Like no one ever expected that this would be the way that we were going to be educating
Right.
our children, right? Yeah. So he basically said you need to be prepared for both scenarios, whether it's at school or e-learning, but we need, evidently he said that there's some funds in some way specifically for e-learning that he wants the school districts to tap into to be better prepared for the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that we're going to do it like a combination,
Yeah.
But what
I
concerns me more
hope
than anything about that is like, how do we exist and take care of our children if people have to be home to take care of their children and can't work?
Right.
Is
Exactly.
everyone supposed to be on a staggered schedule?
Yeah,
I know.
definitely. Who knows?
Some daycares may open. I don't know.
Right. Well, that's, my mom was like, maybe that they will try to figure out a way to like provide evening care or before school care more or something that like people can work. I don't know, man.
This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it all drastically changes everything in 4 months, because that's 4 months away.
It is 4 months.
2 months ago, we would have never thought we were in this position. So I'm hoping 4 months, it's going to be totally different.
I hope so.
That's my hope
I
and my
doubt it.
prayer.
I know.
Because I'm starting to see, especially with my daughter and even her friends, and even teens who that are like unbelievably motivated. The lack of motivation is starting to set in, and it's like we gotta find stuff to get everybody back motivated, because we don't want people losing their motivation.
Or right, their minds.
See,
Or their
my
minds.
daughter's like half of her teachers are having Zoom classes. The other half are doing nothing. They're sending a worksheet and a key. And I know that they were just thrown into this. What?
Angelina hasn't had hardly any Zoom classes, which I'm actually surprised at. The middle school level, I would have thought they would have tried to have more. I think it's kind of hectic, the Zoom calls, to have all those kids together on a Zoom call. So I think the teacher gets overwhelmed, because I know that Angelina said the teacher gets frustrated because they're all like talking to each other, because they're excited, of course, to see each other.
I think a lot of teachers have to figure out how to go about it. My mom teaches at Hinsdale Central. She's teaching from home. It's so structured. It's so different than what, Nadia's doing. And I don't understand how, certain districts have things in place and others don't, so we need to get there.
Yeah. I have wondered that too. I have some friends that teach Clarendon Hills, and they're like, we were on it immediately.
Yeah.
They were prepared.
Yes.
It was in place. Downers Grove also, like,
Mm-hmm.
it was just like, okay, we're switching to the iPads, right? Everybody already had an iPad. Everybody already had all that stuff in place.
Yeah, and we don't here.
Yeah.
No.
Same with my friend Laura's school district she teaches in, and her daughter, the district she's in, and then even like Bennett, like my friend Marge's kids go to Bennett, and they're like, basically she's in her room till like 2 o'clock, different
Mhm.
classes, and then she comes
Mhm.
out,
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
possible, but I think for our school district, they need to have the time to get it ready.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they need to be able to get technology out to people who don't have it.
Well, the problem with our school district too is it's so vast. It's the second largest school district in the state. It's second to Chicago. 65 square miles. It's a lot of students to get computers to that don't, you know,
Yeah,
can't.
well, I think a lot of like Downers doesn't have all levels in the same district. Like high school and elementary are not the same school district,
Right.
Mhm.
which I've always thought is strange about Plainfield,
It
that
is.
like all of
Yeah,
the
that it's all
schools
the
are in
same.
one district, because it's not even
Yeah.
the same
You would think they would have all
approach to
separated,
education.
or separated by, at least separated by blue house, red house,
I
like
don't know. I think you got to separate by age versus location.
versus, yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Because
that's how
like
it was when I was in school.
it's totally different for Clayton,
Yeah.
who's in second grade, and
Totally.
Grace, who's in seventh. Like he
Mhm.
needs hands-on learning. He's not ready
Yeah.
to be an
No,
e-learning person. His schooling is still like, okay, let's do this and then tell me about it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's not like write an essay. I asked him, one of the assignments last week was to write a paragraph, and he's like, what? I'm like, just read this and then write a paragraph about these questions. And he's like, and he sat there for a long time. And I look at him, I'm like, buddy, do you not know what I mean? He's like, I don't know what a paragraph is. he had written all these little boxes all over his page of sentences. It was super cute. It looked like a diagram, like one of those bubble diagram things.
Mhm.
And I said, okay, well, let's take all of those and just put them into one paragraph. So I'm like, second graders, no, they don't.
No.
They're still learning about like all the structure of school and the playing with people and, like minding your manners.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, no, it's not great for the young kids.
No,
Yeah. I feel badly too for all of the kids with special needs, and like I don't know how the parents are
I don't either.
handling, lack of structure
Mhm.
and possibly working to like it's just a sad and unfortunate situation for so
Yeah.
many kids on every level.
On every level.
One of my
Mhm.
friends has a son that is just dyslexic, and during the school year, he has a lot of support. And that has actually carried into, again, they're in Downers, but like his I don't know what they call him, not specialists, but his like aides or whatever.
His
they are.
aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His aides have their own meetings with him as well, along with his teachers. So
That's good.
like, I just guess that they should talk to other districts, right?
I'm all over it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Mhm. I argue with a lot of people on this, and I don't think a lot of people understand what other districts have implemented.
Right.
And, we see the differences firsthand and
Yeah,
how
I'm
so
sure
many
you
of our
do.
kids are suffering. So
That's
I
what I
know.
think seems so strange about it. If you're going to talk about education across the state, then you have to like have the educators talking
Yeah,
to each other, right? Like, because Hinsdale's got
Mhm.
it together. Clarendon Hills, Downers Grove, they've got it together.
They do. They do.
So that's
And,
frustrating.
I mentioned before, half of my daughter's teachers have been phenomenal. The other half, they're just, I don't know where they are.
Right. Do you
I don't know
think they
what's going
are
on.
uncomfortable with the technology of it?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
That.
that. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I
Like
think
her
there's a lot of
honors geometry teacher, she's doing nothing.
In honors
Nothing.
geometry?
Honors geometry. So I'm teaching everything.
Yeah.
To my daughter.
It's ironic
So-
for Francesca. So she couldn't stand her physics teacher, like during the school year. And she's like, since he's like a better teacher in e-learning than he is
Mm.
face to face. So she's like, okay, I don't mind him right now, but I couldn't stand him during the school year. I think for some it is harder. Like I think I know my friend Laura, she can't stand it because she's like she gets so connected with her students like on a
Mhm.
human level. So like she's like, I miss those connections, and sitting at a screen all day is not what I signed up to do as a
Yeah.
teacher.
What
And
grade does she teach?
right now she's teaching 5th grade. Um,
It's
and
harder with the younger ones. It's
Yeah.
hard to do this for the smaller kids.
yeah,
It really, I think it's largely because school is still like, it's like, it's teaching more than just what's in the
it
book,
is. Of course it is.
you know?
There's more
And-
to school than just the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I think you get to your sophomore year of high school, you could transition to an e-learning platform pretty quickly because
Mhm.
you've been through all the like, this is how you behave, this is how you treat people, this is how you know, you can write an essay, you could do all the stuff you have to be able to do. But for young kids, it's not easy.
No.
Britt said recently she watched something on how the mental long-term effects of this are going to far past the immediate problem of the virus itself.
I agree with that 100%.
I've read something
Mhm.
about that as well. And I think what struck me about the article that I read was that it was specific to the children, not the adults. Like it specifically said, your children's mental health, this is going to impact how they age throughout the rest of their life. Because it will always be there. It will always be like
Right,
this thing that they have had to go through.
right.
Mhm.
I mean, and I think crisis can make people stronger. I do think, I mean, and I think obviously it's gonna, you know, some people are gonna come out of this like,
Yeah.
and
Right.
do great, and some are just gonna really struggle. The ones I am worried about are the ones without the backing of, like, our kids all are, they have us.
Yeah, they have
They have
support.
the
Mhm.
support,
Right.
right?
The kids that don't have support, especially like
There are so many
Yeah.
kids that the school is a safe haven for them.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that is their, I mean, Laura has told me umpteen stories of kids sitting by the, she's met with kids sitting by the school because they're afraid of their home situation.
Mhm.
And that's where I think is really, those kids are going to fall through the cracks
Yeah,
is
they
what
are.
I keep thinking about.
Mhm.
And I mean, I just think we got to just pray, because those kids are the ones, our kids are going to be fine.
Mhm.
They have us, you know, they have the love and support they
They're
need.
mostly gonna be fine.
I mean, they might have some problems. They might have, I mean, we're maybe a little dysfunctional sometimes, but for the most part, they have love and support that some
Yeah.
kids don't have.
Brett said adults too. Suicides are at an all-time high. Drug and alcohol abuse, depression, and the list goes on. The young will be more. You can't get the social interaction to help them with this. Yeah, that's what. Didn't you say that when you dropped the cards, Liz said that the drug use has gone up? Substance abuse has gone like
Someone-
skyrocketed.
Yeah, it skyrocketed. I'm not sure who told me that, but it's Liz Kaiser. Yes, the ER.
Mhm.
That's right.
Mhm.
So when we dropped off with her, she said that at the Edwards ER, she's got more people coming in for detox than she does COVID cases right now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I
believe
mean, I guess
that.
it's not really crazy. Kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like all of us are joking all the time about our, we moved from coffee to wine, coffee to wine, coffee to wine.
We're not even like,
Mm.
we're not, obviously we're able to control our alcohol or whatever, like
For the most part.
for the most part, and we're all drinking probably more than we usually do. So
Do you think you're drinking more than you normally do, Adele?
No,
No.
I'm not.
she's
That's
not.
good.
I'm not. I
You never
want
do
to, but I just, I stopped drinking a lot a few years ago, right? I don't know. I put my focus on other things instead of that because I'm not an alcoholic, but alcoholism does run in my family.
Mhm.
So I just, I have to know when to cut back.
Yeah.
That's all. And I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Plus I'm tired more.
Yeah, it does wear you out, that's for sure.
Make you tired for sure.
Not good for your body, that is a fact. I did pretty good last week during the week. I try to like really maintain my control during the week, and then the weekend comes. And this weekend I actually didn't do terrible because it was like I was busy and we had things like to do, and then I'm wiped out and tired, so I go to sleep.
Did you guys watch ESPN last night, The Last Dance Part 2?
No.
I am obsessed with the Chicago Bulls program. You guys have to watch it.
Is it about Michael Jordan?
It's a Jordan and like the whole team just winning, and like it's just trending all of the time about how happy it's making everybody.
I have heard about it. I think my kids would like it, or my boys would at least.
Oh, they would love it.
Janet says she's drinking more coffee than anything. I have been drinking more coffee.
I've been drinking a ton of coffee.
Yeah. Have you done the whipped coffee?
No, Angelina has.
What do you mean?
Angelina's made it.
What do you do?
It doesn't taste good, but it's a pick me up. If you
use instant coffee, it's all over TikTok. And you use instant coffee, and what else do you do?
So a teaspoon or tablespoon, just equal parts of sugar and instant coffee, like Nescafe, and then boiling water. So equal amounts of each, and you just whip it until it becomes very stiff, and then you pour it over iced milk. It doesn't taste very good. It's not really like a frappe, but I mean, it'll wake you up with your afternoon slump.
People,
that's all you need.
Yeah, Angelina loves it.
She does. I'm surprised because it's a little bitter.
They both Angelina will drink she'll drink black coffee if every so often.
Oh wow, she's so mature. Goodness.
Sometimes.
I did start Ozark.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Jamie started it yesterday morning, so I was, if I start a show on a Sunday, I mean, it was on and I was doing things and watching it out of the corner of my eye because I'm like making bacon and doing all that, but I can see my TV from the kitchen, so I watched
it. It's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is, but I really like Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I do too.
He's so great.
That show section, I'm telling you.
Yeah, so that was entertaining. I also watched Ricky Gervais stand up on Saturday night.
I like him.
Oh, dude, he's hilarious. He talked about, it was like after he did one of the Golden Globes, shortly after Jenner had his transition. And so he talked about the joke he made about Caitlyn Jenner on that award show, and it was hilarious. But if you're not a Ricky Gervais fan, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you are, it was really great. It's called Humanity on Netflix.
I'm telling you though, I can't get enough of those Anthony Rodia. I just keep on watching those. I mean,
he's funny.
Hilarious. Have you watched any of them, Melissa?
He is funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The stuff I keep talking about, the Italian couple
you mean with the face?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen that. There's also this like Italian kid on TikTok.
Oh yeah, the girls.
He's got like the big hair. He's funny.
Yeah.
I told you about Leslie Jordan on Instagram.
Yes.
He's brightening up my day every day.
He is awesome
too.
Did you watch Will and Grace?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on that, Rhonda, and he's like Karen Walker's nemesis.
I watched Will and Grace a very long time ago.
So he was, Karen Walker, her nemesis.
Oh.
And so he's hilarious on that show. I love him. Josh says, hi, Rhonda. Hi, Miss Rhonda. It's Josh. Janet's son.
Hello.
He's watching with her today. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh. How are you?
So Liz Seaborg says she needs a good detox drink.
Okay.
I'm the wrong gal to ask because I don't know. I would say water with lemon.
Yeah, have a glass of that every morning,
Yeah, right.
right when you wake up.
Right when you wake up. Before
I'll
anything
say that
else.
the warm, I was doing a long time ago, I did this hot apple cider, honey, lemon, and cinnamon is supposed to be a good like detox.
When she says apple cider, she means apple vinegar cider, not like a delicious apple cider fall beverage.
Yeah. But it does like the honey, it's honey, lemon, cinnamon, and the apple cider vinegar, but you have to do it hot, like warm.
Yeah. I like just plain
That's not
water with
bad.
lemon. What's it called? Yoshi or Yoshi? Is it Yoshi, that tea? They make a good detox tea. It's pretty tasty at night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really jam on the detoxes. I think your body's meant to detox itself. So water and lemon does a good job to help it, but I'm not a detoxer. Nope.
My sister, before she was pregnant, when she was dieting, she had the water with the cayenne pepper and the lemon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Never done that.
That doesn't seem very healthy. You
No.
wouldn't have any meals. You would just drink that for a few days, and
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So you
the
basically,
weight will just come right back on.
Yeah, right.
what, there's what is it? Isogenics does a lot of detox stuff, doesn't it?
Mhm. I think so.
I've never done any of that, but Britt, you've done the Isogenics, right?
I don't know. Janet, I think they're behind, just a touch. Janet said
Yeah.
just plain water. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Well,
Yeah, we should probably
we
wrap.
should wrap it up here, ladies. Thanks for coming on, Adele, and chatting
thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Have a
Hey, just
wonderful morning.
Just out of curiosity, if somebody wanted to have you tutor their children, how would they learn more about that?
Yeah.
They can email me hinsdaletutoring@aol.com.
Very good. Very good.
Hinsdale Tutor Place.
Hinsdale.
Thank you.
Tutor
Place.
I spelled that wrong. Hinsdale. Tell me again.
Hinsdale Tutoring@aol.com.
And she does a great
HINS.
job. She's tutored Francesca several times on for pre-cal and
Thank
SAT.
you.
She's done some SAT prep for her, and she knows her stuff.
Thank you.
Hinsdale
And up
Tutor
there in
Place. All right.
age.
Rhonda, my love, what you got for us today?
Okay. I hope I haven't read this one. I need to start marking ones I haven't read, but
Yeah.
or
just mark it. I read it.
but these two, I actually prayed this morning. Well, I always pray, so that sounds kind of stupid, but I always pray to give me, put some good words out there. And I opened my two books and these two popped out. So I felt like it was kind of meant to be. So it is what it is.
Sure enough.
His grace is sufficient. Every day, every moment, God reaches into your life with his hand of grace to help you through all that you face. It's his way of saying, be assured. I know you are weak, but I am strong. Rest in my power and let my grace take over where your efforts end. There isn't anything he can't do or accomplish through you. So be glad and rejoice in knowing that wherever you lack, he is more than able. And Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16. So let us come boldly to the throne of our gracious God. There we will receive his mercy and we will find grace to help us when we need it most. And then one more, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 2. May grace and peace be multiplied to you through the knowledge of God and of Jesus our Lord. And then I just had one little prayer for you guys that I opened up to and I felt was good.
Okay.
That I'm praying for you, and I'm not And I'm not the only one. Plenty of prayers have your name on the subject line. Just thought you'd want to know. And it's Proverbs 27:17, one of our favorites, Melissa. As iron sharpens iron, so people can improve each other. Friendship of itself, a holy tie, is made more sacred by adversity. And I just thought that was a good one because this is kind of like our little connection with all of you. And I know Nate makes, I mean, I don't, you guys listen to me ramble, but I love having you guys join us every morning. So thank you.
Make it a great Monday,
Thank
folks.
you.
Thank you, Rhonda.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Thanks, Adele.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. I got to do my clicks. There we go.